I bumped into Tom Scanlon, not for the first time, but I promised him that I would be happy to introduce him to the Hall of Fame. Consequently, and subsequently, the time came and I was not mentally incapacitated, but physically I was not in great shape. But nevertheless, I gave him my word. I gave my word to Betty, to Debbie Hanson. Well, here's what I have to say about my friend Tom. Oh, by the way, the bishop offered me a job in the choir. Plato the Younger. And you know, there was a Plato the Younger too. But I don't know what the hell he did. But this pop sounded good to me. As strange as it may seem, there was another Plato called Plato the Younger. The idea between officers of the law, I'm talking about attorneys, and their clients has been one of mutual trust. They really respect, especially when it comes to a man like Tom Scanlon. You got the book there, turn the page, look at that face, and tell me that you would trust him with everything and anything. It's a very great honor for me to be able to introduce a man of his ilk, and he's a great guy. As busy as he is always returning a telephone call, and every client I ever sent him, he would not take. And I picked up the phone one day and I said, "What's wrong with her? What's wrong with him? What's the idea?" And he said, "In case he or she doesn't have a good case, and I don't want to waste their time and their money." There aren't many lawyers that would do that. I don't know if any. Think for a moment of the amount of distrust that has enveloped our nation with attorneys, doctors, legislators, and that a good part of his success has been his experience with the forlorn, the depressed, and the poor citizenry of our nation. He has taken faceless law and made it heartfelt law, especially if you're Irish. He will not take the case, no matter how great the individual is or how big the fee, unless he has a chance of winning, or the person really has been maligned. Of course, we all are in awe of this sartorial splendor. To those who didn't graduate from CSU, that means a kind of closing words. He firmly believes, as Matthew 9 states, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they are the children of God." He believes that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And that is totally true. This meeting tonight, and others like it in the future, will be gained by the good they're able to accomplish for a fellow man. When I look out at this audience, I'm looking at America. Strange as it may seem, most of the events I go to are strictly Catholic, Jewish, Protestant, whatever. But here, there's a mix. And that's what made this country great. And let's hope it continues that way. God has placed in Tom's hands the gift of a brilliant mind to be shared with all of us. So in order to make sure I knew who I was talking to, I asked for a smile. That was a mistake. Two people came down lugging two police one written in the book. So read it. And then look at that face. That's a kind face. That's a nice face. That's an honest face. So make sure I knew what I was talking about. I called him and I said, tell me something about yourself. Well, I said nothing. My father died when I was 7. I've been working ever since. Put myself through school. Helped my mother. Did everything I could. That made me feel good. Today America is worse off than 6 years ago. Not because the economy remains unstable. Unemployment is stubbornly high. And the future looks very unclear and more insidious than ever. And we are in proper straight. Many Americans have lost their belief. At least when I was a kid, we had exceptionalism. American exceptionalism has disappeared. And we need more people like Scanlon to revive our spirit in our country and nation. Never before has our country been realistic with itself. And I forget the name of the philosopher who said, with realism comes mediocrity. I don't believe that. I believe it gives us another shot to go. We want our independence. We won our independence through armed revolution against what was at the time the most powerful country in the world, Great Britain. And then believing in manifest destiny, we purchased Alaska, I believe, for about $12 million. And we began believing in manifest destiny. And we made sure that eventually our nation would touch 2 oceans, the Atlantic and the Pacific. Those were the Tom Scanlons of our country, and we need more of them. So, no matter how much I complain, he always tells me that things will be better. I hope he's right. Tom? Well,